do Real Housewives of New Jersey. I think this is season 5, episode 8, I believe. I'm sorry I didn't do it last week, but something came up, so I'm gonna get on to it this week. It starts off, I guess, where last week left off, and they were fighting. Well, they started with the argument with Joe and Teresa, Joe, her brother. They was arguing or whatever. They was all in the room arguing, and he called her scum, and she got mad that he called her scum. But I was just like, he was like, but for what you did, trying to break up, their marriage or whatever, because he blamed her. Then that's why he called her scum. She takes it way the fuck overboard, and runs to tell her husband that he called her scum. First of all, y'all was all throwing fucking shade up in that room to each other, and all of a sudden he called you scum, and it hurt. Like, bitch, your husband called you a cunt on national TV. Why the fuck you didn't go off like that on your husband? Like, seriously. I'm just saying. Everybody in this whole fucking situation is wrong. They all childish as fuck. I'm so glad the kids wasn't there to see all that bullshit. So anyway, she goes outside. She tells her husband that he calls her scum. He runs back in because he was already outside telling Rosie that if anything else happened, he was gonna beat oh boy asshole. He runs back in there and he says, apologize. First of all, it's already bad blood. So for you to run in there and tell a grown ass man to apologize, that's not gonna happen. So Joe Gorgon, he charged him. Wrong move. He charged him like he was a football player, and to me, that wasn't a fight. Because to me, they were just holding each other, and everybody had kind of rushed them, and so everybody was right there. Wasn't no like somebody throwing, and you know what I'm saying? It really wasn't no fight to me. It was a grab and hold situation. And he was talking about Joe was biting his nuts, but I thought Joe was grabbing his nuts. I didn't see his mouth on his nuts or whatever. So they kind of break it up. Teresa runs out fucking side. As soon as they start fighting, she heads out the door talking about call the police. Bitch, are you stupid? Because if they call the police, do you not know just not only is your brother that you're putting in jail, but your husband you're going to put in jail. First of all, your husband already got a case against him. So do you think the police is just going to say, oh, okay, your husband gets to go? No, it's not going to happen. You dumb bitch. How do you call the police? That's a family fucking quarrel. I hate when family call the police. I just feel like fight the shit out and get it over with. You either going to speak or again or you not. But to have the police involved, that's some bullshit. Everybody was breaking them up or whatever, except Teresa. Melissa and start going off on Teresa for not trying to break them up or whatever. So anyway, they all go their separate ways. Teresa and her husband go in one room and they venting, and then Melissa and her husband go in the room and venting, and then Teresa said that she tried to break them up, and I'm sitting there tomorrow. What is she doing? She tried to break them up, and I'm sitting there like, I was just like, you didn't try to break them up, Teresa. If you did, I didn't see that shit. And more Melissa was trying to break that up than Teresa. But anyway, they always wrong. They always childish as fuck. I was glad Rich had caught that shit out when Rich said that, Teresa, like, this shit wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have ran out there all dramatic to your husband. My thing is, she could have told her husband this shit when they was in the room talking. She didn't have to run out there. And I think that's what kind of Joe was trying to say, like, you already know it's bad blood. You already know it's tension. What did you think was going to happen by going out there telling your husband what your brother said? Then everybody talking about they want to move past this, but Joe Giudice kept calling him a dum-dum, and I'm just sitting there like, Teresa, why are you not getting on your husband for calling your brother a dum-dum if you want to work this shit out? You should have been like, okay. And then you have in the other room Melissa and Joe Gorga crying and shit like a little brat. Like, man the fuck up. Like, you out there fighting and now you want to cry about the situation? No, man the fuck up. But anyway, like I said, they was all wrong. I'm glad Rich called Teresa out on her bullshit. Then she tried to go and talk to him, and he wasn't having it. They asked Melissa to leave the room. She wasn't having it. I kind of understand what Melissa was saying, like no, because then by people leaving the room, everything don't get resolved because Melissa is a part of that triangle. So then I understand. But in the same token, I'd be like, Melissa, you should have gave your brother and his sister that time to talk whatever they needed to talk out. Maybe some shit would have got resolved. But it didn't happen like that. They all go do their own thing. They go to dinner. Teresa and her husband, they get in the jacuzzi and fuck and all that. That was some nasty, just uncomfortable shit to watch them in that damn that bathtub. I was just like, oh please. Then he talking about you're gonna get it hard for your brother, and I was just like, nigga, that's not a turn on. You gonna be thinking about my brother when we fucking no way. But anyway, after that, what else happened? Cause I ain't got no notes. What happened? After the next day, Teresa calls Caroline. Shocker. The bitch that I was with Caroline. The bitch that you keep saying, stay out of my business. I got this. Then you want to call her and for her to come fix this shit. Like, for real? What did y'all call the fucking doctor for? What you paying the doctor for if you gonna call Caroline? Shit, you could have gave Caroline some damn money. Then Caroline and her daughter talking about it, and I was just disturbed when they were talking about it because I was sitting there like, why is this fucking girl got her big ass on the goddamn counter? Maybe it's I don't know. In the black households, you just not allowed to just sit your ass on the counter where food is being prepared. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from them, Dr. V ended up coming. I guess she's Italian too, so but she's from California, so they was kind of skeptical because she was blonde hair and she was from California or whatever, and I guess Teresa had flew her out there, so I like her. It just seemed like she's no hold bar. She's gonna tell you how she feels. To me, she called Teresa out on her bullshit because Teresa kept blaming other people when they were talking, and she was like, Teresa, you need to take ownership. Everybody needs to take ownership and stuff like that. Teresa was looking at her kind of funny, like, bitch, I paid you. You supposed to be on my side. But she wasn't on her side. So then they go and talk in the kitchen. Because Melissa's still mad. He calling her bitch. He's still saying how he hate her or whatever. So everybody come down for breakfast. What happened? Oh, everybody come down for breakfast. And then the doctor comes in. And everybody drinking their little wine early in the damn morning. Eating breakfast. To me, that wasn't breakfast. They were just eating fucking fruit. So the doctor just goes in and want to talk. And first she's talking to Melissa. She's asking Melissa about her being a stripper, about the rumor of her being a stripper, and she just really gets into it. But I like how she get into it because she's make them comfortable. She's not just talking to them like a doctor. She's talking to them like a friend. So they able to open up a little bit more. But then Teresa still don't want to take ownership of the shit she's done. No, to me, nobody takes ownership. To me, Rosie is the only one that's taking ownership of what she's done. So then the doctor, she calls away, what's his name? Joe Gorga, because Joe Giudice's still in the bed. So she calls Joe Gorga, she calls him to the side, and she's talking to him, and he's just like over it. He is so hurt with his sister. The doctors told her, maybe your sister has been a protector, and she wants to pick the girl for you, and you know what I'm saying? And he just like, I just want to, grow up. I want to make my own decisions. Teresa needs to cut the umbilical cord. Long time ago, when he first had his first fucking girlfriend, like, I don't get it. It was crazy. This show is so. Oh, Caroline ended up coming. I don't know why, but I guess we'll find out next week why she's there. Cause she's there to fix things, but the doctor is there, so baby, you can go home. But yeah, I just want to see next week when the doctor really calls everybody out on their bullshit, and I hope everybody just understand. Joe is going to be next week on the ice with Joe Gorga and Joe Judice and Rich, I guess, and whoever else. And they still making little side comments. Joe, I'm just like, I understand he's the little brother, but it's some time where it's in life where you gotta stop treating them as a little brother and treat them as a grown human being. I'm just saying, like, I hate for people to grow up with me and still think I'm still the same Nika that I was when I was in junior high. No, I'm fucking grown now. His life have changed. You can't just tell me what to do, what you think I should do. I got my own family I take care of. No. So I understand what Joe Gorga is saying, but they need to fix this shit. I'm ready for them to fight with somebody else. Can the Gorgas and the Judices fight against the Manzos or something to make this shit interesting? Make the two families collide. Not the same family. This shit is just like. So I wasn't gonna even record this because I'm just irritated when I see just family going at it. But yeah, tell me what you think. This is my review for Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 5, Episode 8. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Keek, Instagram. I do everything by thaghettoview, THA, not THE. Just talk to me. I'll talk back. Tell me what you think about this. Are you over this season? Whose side was you on between Joe Gorga and Joe Judice? I'm not on nobody's side. I really can care less now. Yeah. Just talk to me and I'll talk back. Alright, peace.